level alone on those things. I mean, have you ever heard a goal up close? It's gonna blast your eardrums out,
You guys,
dude.
I'm serious. I have huge news here.
The principle is that you can have any bird that you
I got great news, guys.
Oh, Hey,
Bryce got news.
Yes.
News.
It's all right. All right, so I think we'll watch the video together and we can talk about it as it goes along. I think we'll just watch it. Bird Law.
Hey everybody, it is Nate Price from your MTG Arena community team, and I'm here with someone who I really hope you recognize.
That was just
by now.
news
This is our game
hype.
Director Chris Clay. How's it
Trying to
going,
build
Chris?
some news
Doing
hype.
good. Pleasure to be here.
Excellent. Part of the reason I wanted to bring you here today, we only really do these things for really big moments, and we've got one coming up. I believe June 7th is what we're looking at?
June 7th.
June 7th.
We'll see a huge change to Arena.
All right, well, let's dive on into what that huge change is. I know that very first and foremost, people have been asking us this for about 9 months now. When are people getting Kaladesh and Aether Revolt cards in Arena?
June 7th.
Oh, how lucky for them.
They're also getting the 2017 welcome decks, so we will finally be standard complete.
What are those, by the way? They're
Excellent.
garbage, right?
So, I mean, obviously, with standard
It's the
complete,
ones with the
standard
garbage
events,
planeswalkers in
the
it?
ban list, right?
That is correct.
Okay. We are kind of jumping in pretty quickly to
let's just
full
throw it up here.
standard immediately after Dominaria's come out. We're not going to make that transition terribly difficult for people, right?
Yeah, we're going to try and ease that for people. So essentially, we're giving out 15 cards, 4 of, we'll put up a graphic. or
Look at
something
this. I'm
shows
going to
that.
pause for this. 16 cards. No, wait. Yeah, 15 cards. All right. I've been saving all my wild cards for Walking Ballista, Heart of Kieran, Bomat Courier, and Scrap Heap Scrounger. Well, guess what, boys and girls?
Boy.
Frickin' free. We are living the free life. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure what the welcome decks are. Did they say 2017? Anyway, Chandra is also a great. A lot of these cards you're not actually going to play 4 of. Like 4 Fumigates is a lot of Fumigates. You rarely see anyone play 4 except in like mono white approach. Glint Sleeve Siphoner I'm psyched for. I didn't think I was going to be able to get Glint Sleeve Siphoner because I'm spending all my. I was going to spend all my wild cards on these super powerful artifacts. 4 Torrential Gear Hulk, so gross and incredible. 4 Aether Sphere Harvester, nice. Pia's in there. I guess she's great. You don't have to save now. That's the point. You get all these for free.
To ease the transition in, we're also going to provide 1 copy of all of the Mythic Rares and Rares, and
Another
2 copies of all commons and uncommons in Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. And
1
then
copy of
the
all the
Everything
rares and
Revolt decks.
mythics.
Awesome. So we just introduced all of the full standard stuff, but we also recently,
Hype.
in the last update,
Hype,
introduced
hype.
2 brand new event types that are going to be able to feature this new standard format. Our quick constructed and quick draft events. How have those been going since we introduced them?
Quick Construct has been going great. We're not going to make any changes there. Quick Draft has had some issues, so we're going to be making some changes.
What are those issues?
The most important one is it will now be available 24/7. The only thing that will change week on week is which set you're drafting.
No, you get 4 Fatal Push. That was one of the
Yeah,
special
I'm
ones.
looking forward to that. We're also going to be having some AI updates in there, but those will be fairly minor.
That's really cool. I've been really looking forward to an opportunity to have draft on my Wednesday stream so I can please end
Oh
my
man, we get to
horrific
see Nate draft. Hype.
All right, so that's what we have been doing and what we're updating now, but also coming in with standard is another big thing.
You're right. So draft, 24/7 draft, but they did say specifically quick draft. So they're about to talk about best of 3 formats, but I assume quick draft not only means the AI bots, but also it means best of 1. Hence the name quick. Also like quick constructed versus competitive constructed, which will be best of 3.
We're in best of 3, aren't we?
Yes, we finally have Best of 3. It is no longer coming soon. Very excited for that. This is going to be our competitive space for players to, enter in events and really show off their skill and be rewarded for their skill.
I don't know
So
about
we're
the
gonna have,
pod part, California.
Competitive constructed events and competitive draft events that are both best of 3, including sideboards. As you put it, they're competitive, so they're going to
Sideboard
have
hype.
a higher entry fee, but they are also going to.
How does that logic follow? They're competitive, so higher entry fee. Huh? I mean, you're playing more games. Is that what you mean? Why there's a higher entry fee? And are you really? Like, if you play best out of 3 and you try, and it's like a league where you can 3-0, that's max 9 games, min 6 games. Right now, Quick Constructed is 7 wins. So it's really not any more games. So why does it have to be more expensive? Because it's competitive? That's Nate's reason, and that seems like a weird reason.
To reward your skill more, so the better you do, the better your rewards are at the end.
Yep, and they will be fully deterministic.
Deterministic.
One
Shard will
thing
like that.
I'm curious about.
So will I.
Is you said that that's going to be our home for competitive stuff in the best of 3. Do we have plans to do more casual stuff in the best of 3 space down the road?
Yeah, we will be introducing best of 3 queues that don't have an entry fee in the future.
Okay, cool.
Free
so
best of
speaking
3.
the future, I know that now that we have Kaladesh and Aether Revolt in the rearview mirror.
Well, that should be the
we can start
reason. It
looking
shouldn't
at
be
some
because it's
additional cool
competitive.
things for us to be able to do in the future.
He
and
made
one
it
of the
sound
things
like
you're looking
the
at
reason
is
is more expensive because it's
experimental
competitive.
type, right?
Right, so we're going to be rolling out Singleton with the June release.
Singleton
happen
hype?
for about 2 weeks in the middle of it. Looking forward to experimenting with that type and seeing what players are going to brew.
Cool. All right. So I know that people are really looking forward.
And I don't know if you guys were watching the Discord yesterday. DMK, this one goes out especially to you. I was like, oh, Singleton, I can play Smuggler's Copter. And then immediately after I typed that in Discord, the Nick Wolfern stream said, no Smuggler Copter. It's the one card that is not going to be allowed in Singleton.
To new ways to use their cards. So
And Beard was there.
It's going to have its own special banned list. We'll put that up on the forums. Make sure that you guys are well aware of it.
Special
And,
ban list is one
If
card.
you guys really enjoy that, let us know what you think about new potential event spaces in the future. So there's a few more things that I want to get through before we finish our video up. First is we introduced Quick Constructed as a way to give people an opportunity to get something a little more for playing a little bit longer. We're actually adding something new and slightly different with this update to help kind of generate the same thing for the players.
Right, so previously we had rewards out to 30 wins. There were issues around that. With this last update, we front-loaded it into those first 4 wins of the day. And for a lot of our players, that worked out well. But for those who just want to play Magic and be rewarded for it, it wasn't quite working. They didn't want to go into Quick Constructed. They felt like they were still building their decks, or that wasn't a place for them. So we are going to be extending out the win track to 15 wins.
You get gold up to
there will
14
be
wins now.
an interspacing of gold and uncommon ICRs.
That's going to force a
along that.
grind.
Cool.
That's a
All right,
14
we're also, for new
game
players, we're
grind
gonna
if you
have,
want
new
all the
items
gold you can
stored
get in a
people are
day.
able to purchase. It's just a welcome
It's
bundle,
rough.
an opportunity to, I think it's for
Black,
$5
red,
you get a whole
mono
lot of
red, here I
cards and
come.
a whole lot of gems.
Yeah, a whole bunch of packs and a whole bunch of gems.
Super.
These welcome packs sound
So
cool.
this is a deep topic.
I don't think
so
I can
rather than
buy
get
it,
too
though.
deep into it here. I think we'll probably have a developer topic on this subject, or a developer stream on this subject.
I actually didn't list those welcome packs. They're talking about $5. You get a bunch of cards and gems or something. I think that's okay. I think if you want a quick start in this game, $5 is not too much to ask. You can still grind everything free to play, but if you just want to skip a month of grinding for $5, that seems decent. Haven't quite seen what's in these packs yet, though.
But we're also going to be making some changes and updates to the matchmaking system, right?
Right, so the real quick synopsis of that is matchmaking is changing. We're going to be doing a reset on matchmaking. Everyone's going to start from scratch. They'll go through placement matches to determine their initial MMR, and your ranked badge will now be tied to your MMR. So it should give players a much clearer view
So
of
you can
how they're being
tank
matched against other
in
players.
those
Awesome.
placement
Like I
matches
said,
and get
we'll
placed
look
with
for an
worse
opportunity for
people,
you to go into a deeper detail on it in the future.
which might be
There are more
sweet for
details.
quick
Wow,
constructed
so many more
queues.
details.
Last but not
But then
least,
you'll
you see it
take
all
you
the
longer
time when
to
you log
reach
into the
master.
game, but sometimes it goes unnoticed. We're actually going to be making some visual polish updates on this update as well.
Yes, for anyone who has ever conceded a game of Magic,
They're spread. It like
you
alternates
will find that the settings
between
menu hasn't
uncommons.
updated, and The visuals are
And-
much better.
You're happier with it now?
Much happier, yes.
Super.
and gold.
All right, well that's a lot of stuff. I mean,
We'll look at the
Standard is
graphic
coming,
right
Best
after
of
this.
3 is coming. Draft is open now 24/7. A million other things. I'm very excited. So I kind of want to end this video like nowish so that you can go back and start working on the next things that are going to get me
Wait, I
excited.
gotta go back to work.
Yeah,
There's
sorry.
I
nothing-
wanna
there's
go play
nothing
because
left
now
here.
There's just more.
All right.
More events, more rewards, more things to play.
That sounds. You know what? You get a pass. I'll let
Yeah,
you-
it'll be more like duels.
Well,
with
Chris,
just
it's been a
rarity
blast. Thank you for
restrictions
coming
on
in and helping
everything
us
to
get
one.
all this stuff out to the community. Man, look forward to the update. It's coming on June 7th.
They're
and
updating
there's a
the
lot to get excited about. So make sure you hop in the forums. Let us know what you think, and we'll have
Options
all the details in
UI.
the post with the update just before.
so when you
I
concede
look
by
forward to seeing
clicking
you
on the
all
options
on
things, the
forums
menus will
and
look
in the
different.
game.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Supposedly better. Stop showing me this cookie thing. It's really annoying. So here it is. Here's the new reward system. Can you guys see it? Oh, yeah, you can see it pretty well. So most of the gold is front loaded to the first 4 wins. And then on win 5, you get a uncommon ICR. I assume, like all ICRs, that has a chance to pump up in rarity. I hope so. And then it alternates cash, ICR, cash, ICR, cash, ICR, less cash, ICR, less cash, ICR. Done. So if you want all the gold you can get, you got to go up to win number 14. And then if you've made it to 14, you might as well finish it off and get that final ICR. 10% chance? Great. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 of them. Once every 2 days, you'll get an upgraded card. Seems fine. It's nice, but it definitely is going to institute a 15-game grind, which initially they said they were trying to stay away from. And one thing they didn't mention in that video that they're talking about here is the timer. They're going to do 2 things to the timer. They're going to give us more time during the declare blockers step. And they're going to give players a small time boost every time they take an action. Including cycling, which I guess must have been an issue for them because, or they're just pointing it out because New Perspectives is the whole one of the main reasons they're doing this. That's about it. So I'm going to re-up my coffee here. And we'll go through some of these points again right when we get back. I'm on board for the infinite plan. What up, Nomad? Yeah, boost will be good. There's no way to exploit it. They said any action. They don't really say if that's tapping lands. If you can just tap a land, untap a land, tap a land, untap a land, that could be terrible. I mean, you can say you grind all day, but what happens if you lose to a fat stack? You're going to log off, get pissed for a while. I don't think that's the reason why it's being made slowly, and I'm not sure it's being made slowly. They released the game pretty early in the production phase. Like, basically all they had was working 1v1 matches with a certain set of cards. And they plan to implement a lot more. Now, I don't know what's going to happen after the big wipe. And what kind of cards they're going to give us after that. Because just because they're giving us all these sick, nasty Kaladesh and Aether Revolt cards does not mean they're going to do that post-wipe. You miss just Ixalan? I don't miss Savage Stomp and Dinos at all. Though by the end of just Ixalan, I was having a lot of fun with Blue-Black Pirates and Jeskai Control. But if I had to take those decks to quick constructed queues, I don't know if I'd be doing that. Yeah, rank only wipe on the 7th. Should be fine. There's still no indication that there's any kind of rewards for your rank. And in fact, it seems to not reward you because you have to play against people who are ranked higher, which means win more. It seems like the best thing to do is just tank your rank for part of the day so you're always at the bottom. You know, you play the best you can in the quick constructed or whatever events, and then during the normal grind, you just concede off a bunch of games to lower your rank. Also help other people get their dailies in. So everybody's playing at bronze regardless of what your decks are or how much you actually win. The only way to prevent that, I guess, is to make all the ranks separate. Like all the event ranks separate. Draft rank is already separate. Make quick constructed a separate rank, or competitive a separate rank. I don't think so, DMK. There's not a lot of good ways to get things back from the graveyard. Muldrotha is, but she's not a wizard, as far as I know. Oh, yeah. It's like a sage or a scribe or something. I know what card you're talking about. You got to sack it, though. All right, so Kaladesh and Aether Revolt are coming, which means we are at full standard, which means the ban list is coming, which means only 7 more days of Ramunap Ruins. Except that they're going to give us a singleton version of Ramunap Ruins and Ferostodon so that we can play them in singleton format. Because they'll be legal there. They're not giving any compensation for Rampaging Ferostodon or Ramunap Ruins. At least they haven't said that. And I'm fine with that. I have 2 Ferostodons. I got them through ICRs or something. Opening packs. I don't really care that I'm losing them. It sucks a little bit, but whatever. It was on the ban list. And anyone who bought Ferostodons should get it. Should get screwed. Narumeha? She doesn't let you cast things out of... Like, isn't there a saga that lets you cast stuff out of the graveyard? Oh, that's Jaya's Ultimate? Jaya's Ultimate. Blech. Yeah. It feels better that it's uncommon, though, California, that's for sure. So singleton just means you can only play one copy of every card. So you're still going to make a 60-card deck, but you're just going to use one of everything. But, and that's it. It's going to play out exactly like a normal game. It'll be very reminiscent of duels. I was telling Beard in Discord that maybe mono energy will be a thing. Like you get it'll probably be 4-color energy, like the good decks, but you'll just run like every little piece of energy you can get. Servant of the Conduit, Whirler Virtuoso, Voltaic Brawler, Bristling Hydra, Whirler Virtuoso. You'll have Aether Hub and one Servant and one Attune with Aether, I guess. So I think the fixing will be there. Actually, I don't know what the rule is for lands. I think it's anything but basic lands you can only play one of. But it's true for Ramunap Ruins, so it must be true for everything else. I don't know. That deck seems maybe kind of strong. It's hard to know what else to say about what the singleton meta is going to be. There's probably some places to find it online. You keep typing 8 push, and that means something completely different. Brawl? How is Brawl 8 push on the keyboard? Yeah, but you only get one Thrawn. It's not so easy to search for. You got to use Board the Weatherlight. Eight fatal. Oh, you do mean 8 fatal pushes. I don't know. I have no idea about the single format. We can spend the next week trying to come up with good ideas. Maybe I'll troll the internet. Anyway, moving on. Banned list. Kaladesh Aether Vault. Best of 3 competitive. Pretty straightforward. We don't quite know how the drafts are going to be. I assume it's going to be the same. California was mentioned something about a pod, but I think the best of 3 drafts will still kind of be like a league format, not a pod format. Trophy Mage, but you only get one of everything. I don't know if you could cobble together enough one of search spells. And Trophy Mage can't get Thrawn either. You can only get 3 drops. 24/7 quick drafts should be sweet, especially when it's a set I want to draft. Still, I'm not good enough yet to really be infinite in drafts. So I just can't draft like all day long. I will definitely be doing a bunch of drafts on stream. I'm super happy that it's 24/7. But I just can't draft every day. But I'm super psyched that it will be available in the mornings. Like GPG, I think will be strong. You'll only be able to play one Abrade. I would definitely put GPG in my singleton deck. Free cards, we talked about that. That's awesome. 4 of all the really good stuff. And then 1 of every rare and mythic and 2 of every common and uncommon. I got a lot of extra wild cards now to spend. That's going to be fun. I don't know about that, Dusty. I know what DMK is saying, but I'm sure if you read enough forum posts, you'll find someone upset about the ban list. I'm psyched for the timer fixing, because we talked about the 2 things the timer's doing, but they also said they're going to shorten the timer because they're adding these other time points. So I'm psyched for even shorter timer in general. They should. If they just made it 3,500, I think it would be a decent price point. How much gold are they giving? Are they giving 1,000 gold for 14 wins? $250, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. They're giving $750 plus a quest for at least $500. So that's base $1,250 a day. That's decent. Maybe they should just make drafts $1,250. The problem is I just don't think you're getting the proper value, because you're not getting the vault rewards for opening packs, and you're not getting the wild cards. And you're generally only getting rewarded one pack for 5K. So only one pack for 5K for the vault rewards, and wild card chance seems kind of low. But if they gave you vault rewards for opening the packs, then I think it would be different. I don't know, DMK. I was talking about trying to do the Saheeli combo in Singleton, because those cards aren't gonna be banned. Another reason I thought Energy would be good, because you can play Aetherworks Marvel. Speaking of banned cards. They also mentioned in a post a while ago that trigger stacking was going to be in the new update, or in the next major update. So, I don't know if that's happening or not. I assume we're going to have more details on the update. It's not going to be just this super highlight points that they made. Once again, that copycat is going to be hard to assemble too. You got to find a Felidar Guardian and a Saheeli when they're both one-ofs. Cheating anything, Ghosty. Ghosty Hosty, welcome back to the stream today.
Yeah.
But they said trigger stacking was going to be in the next major update, so hopefully that will be. And there's still a lot of bugs in this game, and I haven't seen the current known bug list on the forum doesn't include a lot of them. So I really hope they get some bug fixes in there too. All right, let's go play some more games. I'm not going to give up on this deck yet, folks.